again. Oh, Kim and Diane. Diane in the backyard shed. Kim waiting for a hurricane in Georgia. No. Yeah, a hurricane in Georgia.
It's going through New Orleans and it's going to curve over to us.
Okay, so luckily it's her and not me. But anyway, we're talking, and I hope Kim doesn't blow away. But you're in your basement bunker, right?
Oh, I'll be fine. I've lived through many of them.
Okay. So anyway, so Kim, I wanted to ask you. So now that I'm doing this audiobook, I'm interested in, and some people are saying to me, why did you choose to hire someone? Why didn't you read it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to ask you what you think about that question. Should people, they know the story really well,
Mm-hmm.
why don't they read it themselves? What's your view, being in this business?
You know, to be honest, I think it depends on the person. And the reason why, I mean, like, for example, the book The Exorcist. William Peter Blatty actually reads it himself. And it's terrifying. It is terrifying. The way he does the characters, the way he does the nuance of everything, it's just terrifying. And I think that because he heard them in his head and, worked with them, he was able to get all of that out. But on the other hand, there are also authors who will read their books who hear it in their head, but they're not able to bring it out in an entertaining form.
Yeah.
Because narrating isn't easy. I know people know it's not easy, but it's really not easy. There's breath work that you have to learn. There are ways to sit, ways to hold your mic, what words to enunciate, what words not to enunciate, when to enunciate. It's not easy at all. I can do one line of narration and I may have to repeat that line 10 or 15 times.
And then you have to have the technological ability to go back in. I mean, like if I were reading, I would have no idea how to, I mean, I suppose I could learn, but
you can learn. I mean, there's editors and all out there that we can work with. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could hire someone to master it. I could hire someone to edit it. But of course, with narration isn't cheap. So the more people I bring on my team to make the narration sound good, the more it's going to cost. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I really think that it just depends on the author, how they feel about their book and how they can project their voice. If an author wants to do their book, if they want to record narrating their book, what I think they should do is maybe do a page or two and send it out to some close trusted friends that would give the honest feedback.
Yeah.
I know that Maya Angelou did her book. She did a version of her book for I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And as much as I love Maya Angelou, and I do, she doesn't have the kind of the grace to be able to narrate it. It's flat.
It seems to me is kind of the performance ability. Mm-hmm. I mean, voice performance is, however wonderfully, like Maya Angelou, you may write and write in voice, mm-hmm. right? It just seems like it's a very different thing to have the performance ability, and I've always felt that I did not have that, and I always kind of start. I'm just a writer, and I used to being alone on the page, mm-hmm. So I think it was the right decision for me. But I hear what you're saying about a book that somebody was kind of like a scary book that someone felt in their head. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's best for them to read. I'm glad I found you. And I'm going to say goodbye for today.
Well, I appreciate it.